Two of Swords, upright. Within your own mind, all of the answers you seek are available. Sometimes the reason you cannot see the truth is because your outer eyes are open, but your mind's eye is closed. You must practice closing the outer eyes and opening the inner eye in order to unify your dualistic perspective and see the truth in all things. It is only when your inner eye is opened that you can see beyond the illusions in reality and the greatest truths are revealed. Regarded as the purest manifestation of its element, air, the Two of Swords is the beginning of analysis and the birth of a thought. It indicates peace of mind or the need for peace of mind, as pure thoughts create peace within the body and unify the mind with the heart. This card is about the mind striving for balance within itself to exist above the chaos that it is so familiar with. There is a subtle indication of decisions or choices that need to be made, yet the advice is to find clarity within before taking action without. Upright, peace. Reversed, worry. Tree of life, Chokmah. Astral signature, Moon in Libra. Key words, peace, balance, union of soul and mind, choice, awareness of differences, equilibrium, neutrality, reconciliation. Expanded description. The Two of Swords is the next step after the initial spark of a thought comes into being. It is the beginning of the manifestation of thought. This card invokes ideas of balance between the mind and soul, observing contradictory qualities, making choices, and striving for equilibrium. The Two of Swords is a card of trust. It is depicted by a blindfolded Patch holding up two swords, crossing the blades at the heart. A blue rose encircles the crossing point, symbolizing a union between thoughts and the power of the heart. Their two physical eyes are blinded, but their third eye is wide open. Underneath, this character is a blinding flower of life, indicating the grounding of the creative process. The mind's eye can see infinitely more than our two physical eyes when we acknowledge its presence and tap into the realms beyond. When the eyes close and the heart is at peace, the mind can open to the vastness of the mental plane. Here is where you see beyond sight and act with tremendous discernment in the physical world. This card is an indication to meditate, but on what exactly? That is up to you and whatever you are going through. Where the Ace of Swords was the potential of a thought, the Two of Swords is more concentrated on a specific thought and brings an invitation to explore your thoughts, ideas, and desires and bring them into greater focus by taking the time to contemplate and meditate on them. This is a time to look within ourselves rather than at the world around us. These new ideas are still being explored internally, and you need to take the time required to make sense of them. By doing so, we will bring about inner clarity, peace, and be able to act from a place of knowing rather than guessing. On the other hand, the blindfold may represent a lack of the information you need to move forward. There may be something you're missing or not seeing fully. Rather than removing the blindfold to see, focus internally and seek the answers there. This may be a time of indecision, reflection, and meditation to be able to make a proper choice. In the end, the Two of Swords is all about balance and reflection. Analyze your options, observe the pros and cons, and look at all sides of a situation before moving forward. The more focus you put into these upcoming decisions, the better they will turn out. Two of Swords reversed. The reverse of the Two of Swords can come in the form of thoughts that are not aligned with their pure source, a disturbance that keeps us from seeing with crystal clarity, a worry that takes hold in our minds. If we take actions from this space, then we usually end up taking actions too quickly without fully observing all of the sides of a situation, resulting in creating something other than what was intended or causing greater confusion. If we come to a place of information overload, it becomes easy to get overwhelmed, resulting in taking no action and causing stagnation. If we find ourselves in this place, it is a great indication that some reflection is in order. To turn this reversed card upright, we must see and acknowledge the state we are currently in and take the time we need to find internal clarity and stability before making any decisions. If we feel our judgment is off, we are acting rashly without complete awareness. We must take a step back and look at ourselves and see what we might be missing before going and getting it. If we have already taken actions that have resulted in a misstep, we might find it beneficial to attempt to correct the mistake, apologize where necessary, and forgive ourselves for the inconvenience we caused to others.